Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. Everton 3, Bournemouth 0. Yes, you've just heard that right. Everton 3, Bournemouth 0. Unbelievable. First win at Goodison this season. Up the toffees. Just before we get into this match reaction, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it massively helps my channel. And it's free as well, so why not? Yeah, unbelievable result. The whole team today was on it. Brilliant on the ball in a majority of periods in the game, and off the ball, really good. A massive win for this club. A lot of pressure off Sean Dyche's back with a win like this at home. After the dismal performance against Luton, despite having loads of shots in the game, we had loads of shots in this game as well. Again, another game at Goodison, or just another game in general where we do tend to have a lot of attacking moments, and like I said, our struggle has been putting the ball in the back of the net, and today I just felt a lot more composure in attacking play. But I'm not going to forget about everything Sean Dyche has done tactically. Everything he's done this season, in a lot of games we've lost where I feel like he's been wrong. He's lucky today that Idrissa Gana Gueye, which I didn't know till the end of the match, that he pulled up with an injury in training, in the warm-up, before the game. So, and I've just heard that Onana had a disciplinary, so he might have not played, but we don't know what that could have happened there. But it would have looked a difference again, Everton side, and concerning to me that I didn't think James Garner would have played in his preferred position. Unfortunately, obviously you don't want to wish any player to get injured, and Idrissa Gana Gueye is a good player for what he does, but everything else he does is not what we need for Everton, and it's just simply not good enough. And I watched the Mighty Blues reaction, and he said, we just don't need a player like him at home, and I completely agree. Oh yeah, big shout out to Blue Boys Network as well. I seen Mike today after the game, just standing there on his own, just overlooking the old Goodison Park, thinking, I can't believe we've won this game. Had a good chat with them in a picture, might put it up. But yeah, massive. Yeah, he's right. Sorry, he's right. The Mighty Blues, Cameron. We don't need a Idrissa Gana Gueye at home, really. When you really should be attacking teams. Obviously, it depends on the opposition. Maybe you could do it against Liverpool at home, the likes of Arsenal, City, United, Newcastle. I would get it then. But the teams, no disrespect to Bournemouth, but you should be confident that you should really get a result from this game. Especially with Bournemouth's league run at the moment, the manager's position there could be under threat, could be a breaking news headline tonight that he could have left his post, and Bournemouth don't think it's good enough because they haven't won now in 8 games, and they never today looked anywhere like they was going to win today. No, as an Evertonian, I think ever since as well, the game, if you could remember when we was 2-0 up in the 90th minute and Newcastle scored 2 goals in extra time. Now, obviously at that point it was 3-0 today, but you still I just get paranoid and still worried, and any time a team attacks us, I get worried. But overlooking at it now, they really didn't threaten that much, apart from a chance they had in the second half. But we dominated today. I thought every aspect we was better. We was first to the ball in most occasions. Off the ball, a lot more pressure than what they were showing, apart from a little spell in the first half. But I'll get into it. First half, like as always, we come out at the traps, and we had a little couple of attacking moments. Nothing really fell for it, and then all of a sudden, Bournemouth lose possession in the middle, and James Garner's through. And I'm seeing, I think it was Dominic Calvert-Lewin on his right, I think Decore on his left. And he didn't square it to anyone else, going, you can't miss now. I really want you to do well, James Garner, or Jimmy Garner, everyone's saying. But you can't miss this now. You can't mess up this. You haven't passed it. You haven't laid it off to anyone. You need to finish this off. And I've watched the goal as well on YouTube, and it wasn't. It's composure, and he scored. That's the main thing, but it wasn't the best of finishes. But I think he did wrong foot, the defender and the goalkeeper. But still, who cares? He scores, made up for him. That will really give him a boost of confidence going forward. And yeah, 1-0 up, and it's great to see that Everton have took their chance early in the game. We had a couple of chances there and then, half chances. I thought Calvert-Lewin was really doing well, heading the ball, keeping the attacking momentum going. I thought Harrison was a nuisance on the wing. I thought McNeil was cutting in all the time, being McNeil as old. I thought Nana was bossing it in midfield. I thought he was winning most tackles. He was, like I said, a bit more aggressive in his play, which I've been asking for. And yeah, I thought everyone did a job today. The defence looked relatively at ease today. I don't think anything really fazed them. I thought Bournemouth targeted more towards Ashley Young's side, which obviously you expect because Young's 38, and if you could feel your youth or just anyone younger than him could beat him to the ball potentially and cause trouble for them. And they didn't, Bournemouth. I just don't think they used Billing enough throughout the game as well. I thought Solanke was quiet. He had the little moments in the second half. I think his shot got blocked. Apart from that, I can't really recall Solanke having a chance. And credit to the Bournemouth fans as well, because I didn't realise where I was sitting when I bought the ticket. I was literally sat as close as you can get to the Bournemouth fans. And I was just like, oh my God, if this today's hostile, but it is Bournemouth, like they don't seem like an aggressive fan base. I think they're happy just to be in the league. But they was funny all game, saying I've not recorded the last time a team's come to Goodison and gone, we've won the ball, we've lost the ball, like singing songs like that. Just, you can tell from that how dominating we was in terms of possession and everything in the game. Could have won by more, which is something we could rue. But at the end of the day, the main thing was to get 3 points at Goodison. But yeah, after that chance, a few moments down there, and then I think Bournemouth had a 20-minute spell where it was, I wouldn't say they was threatening us. It wasn't. I wasn't curling my toes at all. I wasn't getting stressed, but I just thought to myself, don't be dropping back too much, Everton. Like, keep this momentum going. And I understand you can probably not do that all game, but I just thought in them moments after the goal as well, we could have, we already had a couple of chances or in and around that goal. I just feel like just keep the pressure on them, just try pressure them, and hopefully they crack and we get 2 goals up, and we did in unique circumstances. Got a corner through a rare attacking play after like 20 minutes, and I think the goalkeeper punches it out. Comes back to sorry. I think we had a chance in the corner, and then it comes out anyway, or Bournemouth cleared it. It comes out to Mikalenko. He whips the ball back in. I thought Mikalenko had a good game as well today. Crosses the ball in. Neto clears the ball, but just tumbles on all of his players, or every just any player around him. Couldn't get up quick enough, but the quality from the shot from Harrison's ridiculous. The composure, just we could have easily smashed it because you're seeing the goalkeeper's off his line, but you use that wand of a left foot he has, and just side foot kills it into the top bins and hits the underneath of the bar and goes in. It was unbelievable finish. 2-0 up, absolutely buzzing. Apparently there was the VAR, because Bournemouth fans wasn't happy, or it was the third goal, I can't remember, where there could have been a foul. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with the second or third, but any of the goals today we had the VAR decision, but not, it quickly got brushed off, and yeah. And yeah, he was on top, and then I think Calvert-Lewin hit the bar shortly after it. Could have easily been 4-0 up, and then Onana missing it as well in the box. Unlucky, to be honest. Did really well to hold the ball up, and strikes it while falling onto the ground and just misses the post. I thought it was in from the angle I was sitting in, but yeah, really positive from Everton. But as myself, I'm worried still, and it would have been nice to get 3-0 before half time. But then, who am I to be so greedy for Everton to be scoring goals? I should be appreciative that we've actually scored 2 at home and we look like we're flying. Second half, yeah, I think Bournemouth make a change. Rothwell comes on for, I can't remember to be honest who came off, but yeah, they needed to make a change. They was just getting out muscled, out battled. I think Rothwell's a centre mid or centre back. I think he's a centre mid, so maybe they're trying to tighten up the midfield a bit more. Yeah, I think he's centre mid. He was trying to, I think he was losing the battle in the middle. Decore was running through all the time. I said Garner, Decore was pushing up. Onana sat in behind. Onana playing in his preferred position, to be honest. He's a CDM naturally, so hopefully Dyche looks at this and goes, that team looks way better. It looks a lot more balanced in the midfield as well. And like I said, it showed you could say we had chances this and this against Luton. It's no difference. Like this one, we just took our chances, and that's why. So there's nothing wrong with my team selection before just Garner got injured, which obviously we wouldn't know what the selection was. But I didn't really feel like we was ever going to score against Luton, and the chances were really like half and half. And like, as you could see, the 5 on target, I think for that game we had 23 shots or something, and all of them just like went over the bar. It was like there was barely a chance in the game for us. So a lot more open chances for us today, a lot more creative going forward. I thought the passing was quicker throughout the whole team as well. Yeah, second half comes out and we just do the same thing, pressure them. They've had a chance after we scored. To be honest, we scored 3-0 before they had the chance, and Onana wins again the ball in midfield, lays it off to McNeil. I thought McNeil goes a bit. I thought he just wouldn't get the cross in properly just because of the type of run he did, and where the ball went. Loops it over. Harrison, you could say he's not scored, but it's a really good block from the defender. There wasn't really much for Harrison to aim at. You could argue you could have headed it towards the other side of the post, but yeah, it is what it is. He's there, and that matters. And then, thankfully for Everton, that the ball just lands to Decore and he can smash in the back of the net, and we were rewarded for our attack and play, and with a fair goal, and we're flying. And I think that had a VAR check and might have been for the Onana tackle in midfield, and it wasn't a foul at all. Just brushed him aside. Obviously, I'm still nervous because I'm going, things like that could get brought back, and could be, could get ruled out for something silly like that. Fortunately not, and we kept pressurising from then. Bournemouth had a corner, I think, and header comes to the back. Someone heads it on. Someone from Bournemouth heads it on to another Bournemouth player, and then I think it goes. Oh no, sorry. I think the ball comes in. Bournemouth player heads it onto someone else. It was like a tactic kind of a little training plan routine in the corner, and McNeil clears it off the line. I think Pickford could have got it, from what I could see, but still alarming situation. Even if it was in the 70th something minute, it was still alarming. Again, I feel like we aren't as strong as we have been in terms of defending corners. We do still seem to get a lot of teams having a lot of freedom in the box to head on. We make some changes. Calvert-Lewin comes off. Beto comes on. I was a bit concerned, even though we're 3-0 up. Like he took Harrison off and replaces him with Patterson, and then Young was in midfield. I was a bit like, oh, God, I'm not sure about that one. But fortunately, nothing really happened. Worked out well for us, and got the 3 points. I think Beto had the chance. I think a couple of other players had a chance towards the end of the game, but it was comfortable streets then. Bournemouth didn't really offer much at all. They had a claim for a handball, which didn't look like a handball to me from Ashley Young. And that was quickly brushed off. And yeah, we won the game, and it's just a massive relief. But I'm not letting Sean Dyche off the hook. I don't want to be negative, but a moment's happened before the game which has made him change his lineup, and it could have been again another negative lineup. It could have been a lineup which a lot of people are not agreeing with. Only him and his coaching team seems to agree with. And hopefully this opens his eyes and goes, no, we're a lot better like this, set up like this as well. And you've got to utilise players like James Garner in the middle because he has got ability, the kid. He's not setting my world on fire, like setting the house on fire with anything, but you can tell he's got skill, and you can tell that's the position you should not even be debating putting him on the right, even if he does a little job for you for the game. You've got to utilise players like that who've got quality, who's, a player who can see a pass out of nowhere, or he's just got the ability like other centre attacking midfielders we've had in the past, you know what I mean? Even though he's more defensive minded as well. At the same time, he's just more of a central midfielder, but he's got the quality to produce or assist. And obviously he scored today. So, yeah, massive win. Absolute massive win. Absolutely buzzing. Really good day. Really good day. I had an interview with Bennett's, I think they're called. A YouTube channel, I think they are. Did a little quick interview with them. And I said, I see Mike from the Blue Boys Network, and then I see my sister and brother after it. It was all a good day out. Normally when you come to Goodison, you think you're going into therapy or something, or you're going into a place which is just going to make you feel miserable. It really was nice just to come out of the sunshine, and out of nowhere, the heat. It was really hot today as well, so I don't know where that come from. So I didn't dress appropriately. I wore cargo pants with a big coat, and just was quite in a rush to get to Goodison, so didn't really know what the weather was like outside. And awful for the first 20 minutes of walking around Goodison because it was boiling. But apart from that, a really good win for Everton. It moves us on to 7 points. It does kind of feel like if you thought, Everton's going to win the next 2 out of 3 games, you would have predicted that we would have got beat at Brentford. Maybe it's a good thing this has happened, that we got beaten at home by Luton, and we've at least got an away win on the books, and with a really good performance. And a Luton game like that, the way it worked out for us, it could have been a massive wake-up call. Something you might need in the early part of the season, not midway or late on to the season. So hopefully, and I feel like, yes, again, Sean Dyche, lucky with potentially just a Garner being out for the game, and he got, at least he made the right changes. But who knows how he's going to set up. But yeah, we played a lot better today, and it was like a good reaction to the defeat against Luton. So yeah, onwards and upwards. I think it's a 2-week break now. Kind of relieved, to be honest. But obviously worried for the next opponent, which is Liverpool, for the Merseyside derby at Anfield. So I'm just glad we've won this game. It takes the pressure off that match a little bit. But obviously I want to go into that game hoping that we can get something out of it. But we've got the pressure off us now, having a first home win of the season, 3 goals, a clean sheet as well. I haven't even mentioned that, a clean sheet. So praise to the defenders. Jared Brentford was excellent again today. Tarkowski was solid as always. Pickford, a bit irrational sometimes still. I think he, it made sense sometimes when he played the ball, but we 3-0 up and he was trying to catch teams off the break, but it was never looking like the whole team was in position to do that. And I thought, just calm down. Bournemouth have had a bit of possession. We don't really want to give it back to them so cheaply, and he did a few times. But apart from that, he did his job. And yeah, we move on. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Up the Toffees.